What's up, everybody? My name is Spencer and this is American Electrician. Welcome to the channel. Today, I think you know what we're going to be talking about. It's this baby here, the M12 fuel oscillating tool, multi-tool, whatever you call it. We're going to be talking about it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On American Electrician, we do gear reviews such as this M12 oscillating tool, hand tools, and other backpacks and tool bags, and also some electrical how-tos. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me. And if you want to donate or give to the channel, there's two ways. They'll be quick. You can either donate to my GoFundMe, that's in the description, or you can click on the Amazon links and buy whatever you're gonna buy anyway. I get a small percentage of it. It doesn't cost you any extra, but let's get to it. This thing right here, the M12 fuel oscillating tool. I don't know what everyone else calls it, but this thing is amazing. I love using an oscillating tool. This has been my favorite so far, and I've cut so many things with it. But the big question, I think, when you're buying any M12 tool, especially for the first time, is it gonna have the power that I need? And the answer is simply yes. The only issue with it is the batteries. It only goes up to the 6.0, and this thing will kill a 6.0. I wouldn't say in no time, but it'll eat through a 2.0 in no time. And the 6.0, you know, if you're consistently using it for a couple hours, it really tends to weigh down on you, on your batteries. Now, the good thing about it is that if you're not a carpenter or somebody who's gonna be using this like 24/7, it's a lot smaller. It fits anywhere you need it to, and it takes the M12 battery, which is even smaller and lighter. So it is fantastic. I mean, it'll last. If I have a 6.0 in it and I'm cutting out boxes like all day, it'll be fine. But if I'm doing something that's harder, like, I'm trying to think of an example. I've cut a ton of stuff with this. My mind is so blank right now. Or if you're doing something more retrofit-ish, like metal studs. Metal studs takes up quite a bit. Obviously, you're not supposed to use it like that, but I've been in a pinch before where we were cutting out metal studs from behind a finished drywall wall, and it was tough, but it cut through it, and it you know, I had batteries left at the end of the day, but it did take up quite a bit of juice. So if it's something you're gonna be cutting a lot of wood or a lot of something that's thicker, then you're gonna maybe wanna lean towards the M18. But if you're not planning on using it a ton, just every now and then, this is your guy. It will do the big jobs, it just won't do them for that long. It will cut out, these batteries will die, but it's powerful. It just likes to go through batteries. And if you're like me and you use the M12 drill and impact, and by drill and impact, I mean just the impact. I don't care for the M12 drill, but I keep batteries, you know, I've got so many M12 batteries, and I do like to use that M12 impact whenever I can if I'm not doing something like larger screws and wood. Honestly, that's about the only thing that I won't use my M12 impact for. Or trying to send a spade, self-feeding spade bit, or any type of spade bit through wood. I can use my M18 for that, but my M12 does not like it at all. So that is one thing. As far as the interchanging blades go, you just pop this and this loosens right up. I didn't know that the first time, and so I was using a screwdriver to tighten this thing down and to unlock it. Not what I would recommend, but you can just unscrew it. This pops off. Boom. You put it back on there. It does have a flat piece right here, so you can use a flat blade screwdriver if you really want it tight for some reason, but this, I mean, it's not going anywhere after I snap that back down. The light on it, close your ears, is good. It's got 12 variable speeds. It's got 12 variable speeds. So obviously 1 through So obviously 1 through 12. And it kicks butt. I like it. It's got a super small print here. You're talking like this could fit in almost any tool bag, especially the Vito Pro Packs, if that's something you're using all the time, or like you're going in for to cut out a couple of receptacles. I mean, easily throw a 4.0 in there, thin 4.0, throw it in one of your pockets. It's fitting in there easy. I don't really know. I mean, I change blades all the time, so I really don't have a favorite blade. I like the carbide tipped ones. They just last longer. It seems like they cut better. That being said, I don't have a specific brand preference, but if you don't have one and you're wanting one, I do suggest you pick it up unless you're going to be using it a ton. Then get the M18 just simply for the battery life. That is the only thing that it just drains batteries like that. Shorter video, power tool video, and if you're watching this on the day of its release, it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to all. I hope you guys have a great holiday and that you enjoy some time with your family. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. I will see you all on the next one.